Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a long-term look over this best massage chair that I purchased at this point I think a little bit around a year ago. I previously made a video when this chair was brand new, and some of you guys wanted a long-term follow-up to see what the quality of this massage chair is like for such a cheap price. At the time I think I paid a little under $700 for it brand new. At this point it's basically selling for around the same price on eBay. So let's look at the chair itself, see how the materials held up over the last year that I've used it. And let me just tell you this for a fact, I've used it for at least probably a half an hour every day. And on some days more than an hour at a time when I had people over the house. Anyway, the chair is actually in very good condition still. There's no rips anywhere on the fabric. Let's get closer a little bit to it. So it has pretty nice perforated seats. It is not real leather, it's kind of a synthetic type soft feel material, very comfortable, fairly warm I should say. Even the armrests, which are fairly heavy use areas, they feel normal and nice. The wood seems to be, well, it's a plastic coated color wood, but it seems to be okay over time. The headrest itself is actually pretty good. You could see the brand of this massage chair, it's called Best Massage. Put the title in the description itself actually for you guys if you want to check it out later. You could remove this if you want to clean it, and if you want to get a really nice shoulder or neck massage, you could see right there in the center, that's basically where the rollers would go, and I guess that would cause the rolls to be a little more effective than if the pad itself was there. One of the best things about this chair, actually I do like in the winter time, is the heat function. So the rear foot area does have the heat, and also the cushions around here is heated. The center itself isn't heated, there's no element there, but that's fine, I actually don't mind. All the airbags seem to be working perfectly, and there's a couple airbags right here in the foot area, a couple here for your calves, and a couple here in the sitting area for your thighs also, and for the buttocks, as some would say. So let's get in this chair. I'm going to put it on, and we'll see how it operates, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to get someone else to hold this. Alright, we're going to get in this chair, so you should take your shoes off obviously. Just get in the chair normally, and then we're going to come up a little bit closer. We're going to see how to operate it. So we're going to look at this control panel. So you have this big red right here button, it's power. Pretty nice control functions. It's all movable, adjustable any way you want. You have these four, let's get a little closer. You have these four presets, which is basically an all body massage. You have the overall, shoulder, back, and waist. I never really use them because I really like the manual mode myself here. So if you see it on the inside, if you open this cover, you have a custom mode. In the custom mode, you can select any area of the body, the back, the shoulder, the waist, or all around, or just certain points. Let's say you have a tense or a pinched nerve. I get that sometimes from weightlifting, and I just like to massage in a certain part of my body, whether it's over here or let's say over here. It feels really nice. So right now what we'll do, we'll just put in this custom, and we'll see what the chair does. The first thing it'll do is recline. So this is the basic reclining position. So let's just see how it works. It's fairly nice. It all goes together. It's preset to this standard reclining position. So the feet are going up, and in the first mode automatically, there's just a couple back rollers. They're only going up and down. There's no kind of pulsating or vibration at this point. The heat is off. If you want to put the heat on, there is a function at the bottom, and we will see it on display. I'll show you guys a little bit later. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, at this point, I'll usually, I don't really like to sit this low. I like to raise it a little bit. So we'll raise it a little bit. This way it's pretty comfortable to watch TV. You don't really have to move your neck too much. So let's get a little closer. We'll look at the control panel here, and I'm going to select my favorite massage. They call it kneading. So basically it's a couple rollers. They're going in and out like this. I'll show you guys. Like this, like on your back. Feels very nice. all around. And normally I don't really like to do the overall mode. You could see on a standard setting it's already in overall mode, so it's the whole length of your back. And it fairly covers a lot, like on me, and let's take a look at where I'm sitting. I'll just show you. The rollers go all the way up to here basically, so it's very high. If you want to remove this, you could lay back nicely, fairly comfortable, and I wouldn't say it's painful at all. But let's put this back for now. And for myself normally, let's get a little closer, I'll just move the position to the waist area. I really like the waist area. We also have the strength at the bottom. You can see this little chart. I normally like to change the strength to low. Just kind of changes the speed of the rollers a little bit. So let's put the heat on so you guys can see what it looks like. There's the heat button. And you can see on the monitor, you have the little heat elements on the foot and on the back. So you know, you have a couple modes for the rollers. You have the one we're using now. We're using the kneading. You also have knocking, which basically is just is as if someone is doing like this to you. Feels very good actually. You also have the tape. Well, they call it taping and pressing, but basically it's kind of a rhythmic vibration, but the vibrations aren't as fast. Feels pretty good, you know, whatever you want. So let's just go to this tapping mode. So if you just observe me, you could tell the way it's moving. So it's fairly comfortable. The width of the roller is also adjustable, which is very important. Right now we're in the normal width setting. Let's take a look at the LCD right here. You have these two little parallel lines for the width. So if I press this button right here, the width, the rollers could either go more on the outside, which is more of the outside of your back, or you can go closer to where your spine would be, which is a very close setting. That setting is very nice actually. I think it provides the most relief or benefit to me personally. And with the heat it feels really nice, especially in the winter time. So those are your basic percussion settings for the rollers. You have a couple more right here. You also have the simulated KNT. It's kind of a combination of the kneading and this one. That one's very good, but it's a little bit too intense for some. I've had some people that sat in the chair told me. It works very well actually. Then we go on to the actual airbags. So that's the second function of this chair. And let me just change this so you guys can see the effects of the massage while I'm talking. We're going to go to the knocking. So the knocking, you can tell, it's basically vibrating me a lot. Even as I'm talking, you can tell the vibrating is very, very effective. Feels pretty good actually. So let me go to this other lower setting so I could at least talk normally here. And we'll change, put the heat back on. It's kind of cold outside. Okay, so this is the slowest setting for taping. Or no, I'm sorry, tapping. I'm saying it incorrectly the whole time. My mistake. Alright, so let's move on to the airbags. Let's get a little closer. We'll look at this lower level. These are all your zones for the airbag massage. You have the foot, you have the shank, which is the calf area, you have your buttocks, and you have your arms. Let's put all of them on, and you could tell as I put them on the display, you have these little red icons that it's telling you that it's on. So we're going to activate all the zones, and we'll just see the way the airbags inflate. So let's look at the bottom right here on the foot. So it's squeezing my foot pretty well right now actually. It's pretty tight. You can control the amount of the squeeze. You can tell the airbag is literally all the way up to here. Feels really good, very tight, and there's also the bottom of the footbed airbag. So you have 3 airbags just in this area. So this would be 6 just in this area alone. Feels really good. After which, these higher level for your calf would activate. It's all kind of in an order. You could tell right now they're expanding. So I'll just take a look at it. It feels very good. Squeezes the whole foot really nicely actually, and evenly. I would say you never really have any pain from that. The armrest, eventually they will turn on. It's going to take a little time. This chair has kind of a flip up type armrest. You don't always have to use them, so you could sit on it like a normal chair, or you could activate them. It's kind of nice material inside, and it has a groove and indentation for your hand. All right, so let's just see the rest. Now you could see right here. Get a little closer. This is inflating for your thigh area. So this has inflated. It's basically squeezing me, and it's also pushing at the bottom. There's an airbag at the bottom. So this one's already inflated. It's squeezing your arm really nicely, actually. There's like a kind of a 3 squeezes, then it goes to the left one. So it never squeezes both arms together. It's individual. So you could see it's squeezing, it's expanding. It feels really good. The pressure is incredible, actually. And I'm only using the medium setting on the pressure on the airbags on this machine. So that's that. Then it's going to alternate to this one again. So for the time being, I'm just going to turn off the arms. You guys already saw it. It works pretty nice. Let me just turn it off. It's a little bit hard to talk and press buttons at the same time. So then, you know, if you want to turn off all the air massage, you could just press this stop button and all the airbag massages will turn off. So you can see there's no red icons anywhere in this little figurine of this human being. No, you could also go to, let's say, this bottom point, which is, it literally says point. And unless you want the rollers to keep moving, because as I'm sitting here, the rollers on the chair are always moving. If you just want a little bit of a more benign type massage, you can go to point and you can literally adjust the position of the rollers. So as we get in closer, we can see right here, there's these 2 little red blinking icons. These 2 little red blinking points. So I could raise the rollers by just pressing. You could see they're moving, and I could stop it anywhere on the back that I like. You can go all the way to the lowest point. You can go to the highest point, whatever you want. You know. So what else is there to look at? So basically, you also can recline, obviously, each part of the massage chair independently. This is your independent foot recliner. Let's take a look at it. The foot recliner. So I can raise it independently. You know, you could do this separately if you don't want to be laying in a low laying position with a chair. Or you could fully recline. I don't really like to go reclining too much. It's kind of hard to watch television or a computer. You could sit here with a laptop. It's fairly comfortable. I've done it many times. As a matter of fact, my MacBook is right here. You know, normally I'll just sit like this, open it up, enjoy a nice massage. Feels pretty good, and it's very good for your overall blood circulation in your body. In terms of reliability for these chairs, I know a lot of people say, well, this is, you know, a Chinese copy of some other chair from Brookstone, as a matter of fact. But it's held up really well over the year that I've had it. I've had multiple people use it, sometimes more than 2 hours a day. You know, people that are larger than me with a larger body frame, it handles perfectly, no problem there. So weight really is not an issue. You know, of course, I've never had anyone over 300 pounds in it, but approaching the, you know, let's say the 250, 60 pound line, it still has no issues with that. The motors are very quiet. There's really not that much noise coming from the airbags. The rollers are almost nearly silent. Some people have complained, I've heard in some reviews, that, you know, it's a little bit noisy, but honestly, I never really experienced that as an issue. So that's it. Let's come up a little closer. We'll look at a little bit of the display. So right now it has a timer also. We have 10 minutes left. So at the end of this 10 minutes, the first cycle is always 20 minutes. It'll basically turn off and recline to its standard position. So if we want, we could just add time. It'll go to 30 or it'll go back to 10, depending on what it is. So that's basically the chair, guys. These other functions here, they basically are similar to this. There's really no benefit. I personally like the automatic custom mode myself. So that's what it is. This is my long-term review of the massage chair. I'm going to sit here and enjoy the rest of my 10 minutes of this massage, and maybe I'll even do another session after. Who knows? You know, I have it, why not use it, right? So there it is. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any comments, please do ask. I'll always write back, at least within the same day or two. Thanks so much. Till next time.